Good afternoon, everybody. How are y'all doing today? I'm just fine myself. Got some updates. Have new comments to several threads that I've been following. Threads that I've been documenting and commenting on, making videos about. And on top of that, I have a second series of videos I want to make following up also on Auldwolf. His ban turned out to be, as I surmised, it turned out to be a temporary ban. Auldwolf's ban has been lifted sometime yesterday, or I believe sometime early this morning, and he came back to posting. And would you believe it? The tone of his posts took a markedly different approach. So what are we gonna do? Which videos, which series am I gonna go through today? Got this thread. You might remember this, concern for the community. And we also have, is the Indian PDA permanent? And we're up to 105 comments on that. And we're up to 76 comments on this one. Oh boy, but you know what? I think I'm gonna cover some of these new posts from Auldwolf, and I want to point out the changes in his behavior. But before I do that, a quick little meme for you guys to enjoy. Bada bing! Look at this. I wish I could take credit for this one. I didn't make this one, guys. Just enjoy it. It is finished. My masterpiece. Soon, behold, I bring to you, Internet, my black, gay, disabled, trans, mentally ill character to be featured in my game as an act of reparation that I'll use for plot convenience and marketing that I'll profit off of. Payback for being white and or male. And here goes 90% of the fans. Ain't nobody give a shit, dude. You don't seem to grasp the tremendous favor I'm doing you by representing your people. Don't fret. It will all become clear when I dismantle all prejudice with my stupid fucking game. I've had this for so long. Oh man. What a wonderful piece of artwork. That was not originally created for Unknown Worlds, but my gosh, is it. White Savior Complex. Thank God Unknown Worlds made Subnautica. Because it put an end to all gun violence in America. Am I right, guys? Thanks to Subnautica's stasis rifle and Below Zero, taking it a step further and removing the stasis rifle, we no longer have gun violence. Black on black gang related shootings have plummeted to zero. Nationwide, all gun violence is obliterated. It's gone. No one even owns guns anymore. It's perfect. Thank you, Unknown Worlds. You changed the world. Okay, let me stop bullshitting. Disappointed by prawn changes. RT made a couple he went on a posting spree 2 days ago. I found it interesting, but not interesting enough on its own to make a video. Now, I do agree with I myself am disappointed with the state that the prawn suit currently is in. However, I do see some benefits. I've not yeeted myself through the terrain. I've not once fallen through the terrain anymore. That's actually a big deal. That's a big improvement. That's a big fucking deal. However, to get to that point, they had to change the mechanics of the prawn suit. It doesn't drop, it glides. You can't achieve a certain maximum velocity anymore. Anyway, the latest updates to the prawn suit basically make it unusable. That's a little bit of hyperbole. You can still use it, but that's how it feels. It feels like it's no longer usable, but you got to get past that feeling. It now uses the jet boost gauge, simply moving forward, and it's so loud you can't hear anything over it. I have to constantly stop and wait for the gauge to fill back up, even when I'm just walking around on the seafloor. Because the game thinks I'm moving forward, it counts as boosting. Now, one thing I do want to point out, I'm not quite sure if RT is aware of this. If you're just walking around on the seafloor, like he said, even if your boost gauge is down to 0, nothing's going to stop you from walking in the prawn suit. The boost gauge is only for boosting, or I guess running faster, or your jump jet. You can still jump, but you just can't boost up, or you're just going to fall back down. So you can, I mean, I do think it's weird how the boost gauge will deplete just by walking, but even when it's empty, you're still going to be able to keep on walking. If anything, I think there's a bug where if you're going diagonally with the prawn suit with an empty gauge while you're floating down, you actually go really fast. You go faster than you do pulling yourself with the grapple arm because they nerfed it. But anyway, I have no idea how you could screw up something that was a literal copy-paste from the first game, but here we are. Can we just get the old version back, please? It's the only vehicle in Below Zero that isn't junk. Panda emoji. I understand how he feels, but if we got that copy and pasted prawn suit in Below Zero, we would go back to eating ourselves through the terrain and just, I don't know. I mean, if they're not going to fix the code, if they're not going to fix their engine, this is an actual fix. I talk shit about Unknown Worlds for making band-aid solutions, temporary, fixes that don't solve the core problem. They just well, it's a band-aid. That's a good analogy. I'll just stick with the band-aid, right? What they did with the prawn suit, I don't like what they did with it, but they actually solved one of the problems with the prawn suit. And even though I don't like it, there's a lot of people that may very well appreciate, hey, I'm no longer required to operate my prawn suit with one grapple arm in the offshoot chance that, oh, there I go, I'm falling through the terrain. I better hurry up and grapple onto something or I'm going to lose my prawn suit and or X amount of time having to reload my data, because who wants to lose a prawn suit to a glitch? And some people, they like the new feel of the prawn suit, It's lighter. It feels less like a hulking suit of armor, but it feels more like a jetpack that you're wearing. It's fun for a different reason for different people. And kind of like how I've come to terms with the sea truck. The sea truck's going to be what it is. And the state that it's in now, I have less to complain about now than I did to begin with. Many of the issues that I had with the sea truck, they've been addressed, and it's not perfect, and the sea truck won't be what I want it to be until they let us build inside of it. But I mean, at some point, if you complain and your complaints are listened to, when are you going to stop complaining? At some point, someone's got to be satisfied, right? So I acknowledge that I didn't get everything exactly that I wanted, but when it comes to certain vehicles, the state that the game is in, I'm like, you know what? Boom. Y'all did a much better job with the vehicles than y'all did the story. I don't got nothing to say for the art team. I mean, the biomes are small. I wish they were more diverse. But God, gosh, darn, dang, damn it, the game's beautiful to look at. I mean, you forget about the story and the PDA's not bothering you, and you don't got Alan or Robin talking, you can kind of get caught up in it. You can get immersed in the game just from the artwork. It's beautiful. Gary Winthrop says, no, go away. One free man says, I agree. The prawn suit used to be a magnificent machine, but now you might as well get out and walk. Stud Saw says, I just don't see where you're coming from. The prawn feels very fluid in movement and controls. I can traverse around almost faster than the sea truck with the attachments. Might be you're not utilizing the propulsion efficiently. And here's the first of Auldwolf's new posts that he's made once his ban wore off. And if you notice, I don't see any, white man smash. I gotta sneeze. Oh, God. Oh, bullshit. Oh man, he's not talking about the bullshit anymore, and I still sneeze. Next video.